So what would it look like if I ranked all the weapons on this list from best to worst? Today guys, I'm going to be doing just that. And before all you people that know that there are more weapons than there are given on this list, I am aware, it's just that they have not been added. This is not my tier list. Starting off with the wooden and stone spear. So first off, the wooden spear will inflict damage and cause the bleeding on the affected target. The wooden spear is also throwable. After being thrown, it will be stuck in its place, whether that be the target or an object. The damage it deals is 25, the attack speed is 40, the range is 2.6 meters, the draw out is 1 second, and of course it's a throwable. Now whilst I know a lot of you will put this at an F, my opinion is I take it into account the early on PvP you get in the prim stage of wipe, preferably when you just start on a server or it's just wiped. You get some really good memories and PvP from like killing people with the stone or wooden spear. Now whilst we have those stats for the wooden spear, the stone spear damage is 35, the attack speed is 40, which is the same. The range is 2.75 meters, the draw out is 1 second, so it's not actually that much better. Of course it does more damage, but it's not significantly better than the wooden spear. Taking into account the early on PvP, I want to put both of these at an E. Next we have the Thompson. The Thompson provides a mid-range alternative to other submachine guns while still offering close range firepower. Its high accuracy and damage allow the user to take targets further away than other SMGs. With the recent quality of life update, the Thompson can now take underbarrel attachments such as the flashlight and laser, marginally buffing it in comparison to the other SMGs. The stats for this is 37 damage, rate of fire is 462, the aim cone is 0.5, the capacity for ammo is 20, reload time is 4 seconds, draw out time is 1 second. Now the Thompson is the gun you start off pretty much with a snowball. When you start getting Tommies and you can beat your opponents, that is when the snowball truly starts. Whilst it's good close range, it can be bad like long range. I think if I'm talking like personally, and this is my transparent opinion of the weapon, I'll put it as a C. Next, we have the MP5. So the MP5 is a craftable military grade 30 round submachine gun dealing moderate to low damage with low recoil, which makes it extremely effective at close range. However, the MP5 has one of the wildest spreads in the game, limiting its use to short range, although like the LR300, this can be countered with laser sight, making it viable for medium range combat. The MP5 is currently only craftable military grade weapon. The damage for this is 37, rate of fire is 600 RPM, aim cone is 0.5, capacity is 30, reload time is 4 seconds, and draw out time is 1.6 seconds. Now you either love the MP5 or you hate it, because it just comes a time when you use the weapon and it just does bits for you. You're having a great time, and then when the snowball is fully started, you're well within the server and gaining loot. The MP5 is that weapon for you. However, it does accumulate a lot of hit markers, body shots, headshots. There's a lot you have to deal before the player is dead. So you have to be extremely accurate with the weapon. But let's just say you are accurate with the weapon. It's a golden weapon to use. For that reason, I'm going to put it at B tier. Now the custom SMG is again one of those weapons where you have to be accurate, but it does accumulate a lot of body shots. The damage for this is 30, the rate of fire is 600 RPM, aim cone is 0.5, the capacity of rounds is 24, reload time 4 seconds, draw out time 1 second. So both that and the Tommy is lower in terms of draw out time than the MP5. But we're not really going to look at that. We're going to look at the damage because this weapon can be absolutely shit. I think it's only fair if I put this weapon at the D tier. Water pipe, oh my god, I can't believe, like, the water pipe has some really good memories of just, killing players, but it does hold one round. That is the downside to it. I'm sorry to say, I'm going to put it at the E tier. Spaz 12, I think, deserves to be up there with the MP5. Unpopular opinion maybe, but the damage it holds and the amount of rounds it has, up close, this thing is deadly. The pump shotgun, in my opinion, goes C tier, deals a great deal of damage. Basically, I wouldn't say B-Tech of the Spaz, but it's the next one down from the Spaz. You would pick the pump shotgun. DB, I'd put a D tier, although the DB is probably one of the most iconic guns on this game for the pure fact that pretty much everyone starts off with this weapon when snowballing. So yeah, I'd put the DB in the D tier. The rocket launcher is a tricky one because yes, it deals a lot of damage depending on obviously the ammunition you have within the rocket launcher. However, no one uses it for really that purpose of killing people. It's more to do with raids. So I don't even know why it's on this list. But for the pure fact of like damage, even if you use HVs, people can still survive that off the bat. Like, it's not guaranteed that you're going to kill someone straight off the bat with anything within the grenade launcher. Yeah, it's been a long day. I think I'll put it at A tier. Just for the pure fact that it can kill players a lot faster than the majority, if not all, of these weapons. The SAR. The SAR is a weapon that I absolutely love to watch people use on PC. It looks so good. But when you come to console, oh my god. To me, the SAR isn't that good on console. And most people just use it in exploit raids, to be honest with you. But if you use a mouse and keyboard, this weapon is so good to use. But if you're on a controller, this weapon is absolute dog, depending on obviously your accuracy on it. But it's just a really awkward weapon to use, though it does deal a lot of damage. I wouldn't put it at the status of a Tommy. I would put it better than a custom and a DB, but I don't know. I think for the pure fact of its damage, it's going to carry it to the C tier. The M39. Now the M39 is a tricky weapon once again. If you are accurate with it, then it's going to do wonders for you. But if you're not, then you're really going to have some trouble. It does take a couple of hits to take down someone, but putting a 4 times on this thing, again, it can provide a really good weapon to use to take down teams or anyone within your eyesight. I think I'll put it A. Better than the MP5. If you are good with this weapon, then yes, this weapon will be better than the MP5 and serve you well. The LR, I'd probably say B tier. In terms of damage, sure, it does a lot more. But I don't know, the LR just doesn't hit as it used to. The LR used to be the weapon everyone used back in the day. But we're not back in the day anymore. We're not in 2021 or 2022. We're in 2024. And not many people use the LR. The L96, a huge weapon to use, especially if you're roof camping or dealing damage. This will be the weapon you use for dealing damage. This will probably go A tier. The Bolty, I'll put in B tier for the pure fact that it's just not on the same level as the L96. Pure and simple. I don't know if you disagree with that. Bolty, yes, it's the weapon we've used since this game came out in terms of snipers. But the L96 has come in and just overtaken the throne. The AK-47 is definitely S tier. I don't think I need to waffle on about how good this weapon can be for you if you are accurate. It's an S tier. Semi-automatic pistol. Again, if you're accurate, it feels like I'm saying this over and over like a broken record player. If you're accurate with this weapon, it will do you good. I don't think it's gonna, I think it's too good to be put within these 3. So I'm gonna put it within the D category. The Revy, it's done good for me, especially it's just one of those weapons as well. When you use early on in the game, it can get you to the next level in terms of loot, but hell, it does take some shots to kill someone. The Python, I would actually put on the same level as the SAR, the Pump, and the Tommy, just for the pure fact of the damage as well. When people started using these in turrets, god damn, did Python save a lot of people's bases when they became turrets from the Powersurge update. Nail gun, I mean, the nail gun's done bits for me, but I don't know. In my opinion, it's absolute shit. Another semi-automatic pistol, I would probably put it in the C tier. Good damage. Not many people use it, but when you get it, it is a good sustainable weapon to use up against metal kits, road sign kits. Ioka, an absolute classic. Put it S tier. Grenade launcher, it has a variety. You can kill players, you can, distort their vision with the smoke grenades. It's a weapon that has a lot to give. And with the damage it deals, it's a lot. I'd probably put it at A tier for the same for the rocket launcher, just for the pure fact that it offers more. And as well, the damage it deals, people use it within PvP, is pretty scummy, but that's just how people use it. The M2, I mean, what an iconic gun. That's going straight in S tier. Talk about a weapon that saves your base. The M2, if you have a locker kit, M2, ready for offline attempts, or just any raid attempts for that matter, this gun will save you if you can use it right. Flamethrower, go there. Crossbow, done bits for me. I'll put it E tier. Again, prim weapon, but it's just done bits. And I think for both the bows, I'll put it in E tier. This one, this one we don't really use that much, the combat bow. But the majority of people that do use it just use it to get rid of turrets. I myself are included within that bracket. And this is what it looks like. This is the table I have for the best weapons. Now, the Ioka obviously isn't the best weapon on this game. However, in terms of the prim stage and how iconic and the moments we have with it, I think it deserves S tier. But this is everything on the list for weapons in Rust Console. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with this list, or do you really disagree with it? Do you think I have no knowledge on the game or on the weapons at all? Leave a comment down below. Subscribe if you're new around here. Follow the links in the description. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.